So today I have decided to do a review on these finger paints. It's magnetic fingernail polish. You've probably heard of it. It's pretty popular. It's kind of taken over the shatter so far anyway. But I got these three colors at Sally's, and these are the only three colors that I could find. I don't know if they have any more, but these are the only three that I could find at my Sally's. But there's this really pretty dark blue. It's kind of a royal blue, and it's called Electro Magnet or Midnight. You probably can't see that, but it's pretty blue. And then this one is it's like a grayish black, and it's called Steel of the Night. It's a really pretty color. I love this one. And then this one here is called Cop and Attitude, and it's a coppery color. It's kind of a brownish color. And the only thing about this one I have noticed, I just painted this hand to test it out one day, and my fingernails look pretty yellow and orangey. It stains your fingernails, the polish does. So that's the only downfall I've realized of this one. But without a top coat, it chips off and it peels off it doesn't peel, it chips off really easily without a top coat. I haven't tried it with a top coat, but during the end of the video you will see my fingernails. I'm going to paint them tonight, and then I'll show you what they look like throughout the week. And so to use these, I'm just going to demonstrate on this black one because it seems to show up pretty nice on the camera. Is this top thing comes off, so you have your fingernail polish, and then you have a lid that pops right off. And on the lid here, there's a magnet right here. And this little thing, there's a little, I don't know if you can see, a little round thingy here. This is what you rest on your finger, so like right here, just so you gives it some support. Because what I happen to do a lot is I like to touch the magnet to my finger on accident, and I hate that, and it messes up, and I do it all the time. So when you're doing this, you kind of want to like watch between the cracks here. So I'll get started. And this black grayish, it's really sheer, so sometimes I like to put 2 coats of it on. Depends on how thick it comes out on my fingernail. But since it's so sheer, what I do is I paint 1 coat and I let it dry. So now if you're going to do it with the magnet, you have to do it before it dries, otherwise it won't work at all. So I'm just going to let that one dry, and I'll show you all the 3 colors towards the end of the video because I don't want this to be a extremely long video where you just watch me paint my fingernails. So once that's pretty much dry, I'll just add another coat. It doesn't have to be completely dry, but put a pretty kind of a thick coat on there, and then you just stick it right over the top and let it sit there. And like I said, I always put it against there, so you gotta kind of watch it just to make sure that you don't hit it, because otherwise you'll end up redoing that whole fingernail. I don't know, you probably can't see anything, but just kind of hold it there, and not very long actually. But then you can see my magnet. It pulls the magnet pulls all of the color into the middle, and it leaves like the darker undertones underneath or around it. If that makes any sense. That probably doesn't make any sense. But it pulls all the color towards the glitter colors kind of towards the magnet on here. And I think it looks really cool. Now I have all of my fingernails painted. I used the black color on these 3 fingers, and then I used blue on my ring finger and my thumb.